Hundreds of army officers were executed. The Kurds were hit with chemical weapons. The people in the marshes were destroyed. So I am totally surprised that you say, wallahi, nothing happened during Saddam.
No, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Let me finish. The problem is that during Saddam's time, we had absolute tyranny. We had violations of human rights. We had assassinations and killings. We had a lot of problems. Over and above the problems that we had as Iraqis, the country was thrown into a war, 8 years war with Iran, and then an invasion of Kuwait, which is an Arab neighborly state, for no reason. We don't know why Saddam decided to invade Kuwait. So you cannot really compare what is happening now to under Saddam's time to what was happening at Saddam's time. Okay,
let's hear back.
I agree with you. The situation now is very bad, but also the situation under Saddam was very bad too. Yeah, it wasn't that bright.
Briefly, do you want to just come back?
The difference, between during Saddam killed a lot of people. I would agree with you, but he didn't kill anyone. He killed the people who were against him. But now, everyone's dying, innocent people, people not in the resistance, people in the government.
I don't think in Halabja when he gassed 5,000 to 6,000 people were people against him, children and families. I don't think this is right what you are saying, my friend. We need to be quite objective. Saddam gassed people and killed people left, right, and center in bulk. He executed his comrades, his friends, people who were with him in the government, people who were with him in the leadership. He killed them for no reason because they just differed with him. I was a victim personally of an assassination attempt because I differed with Saddam.
All right, we're going to take a question from over there, gentleman over there.
Dr. Allawi, in light of the current clashes between the PKK and the Turkish army, as well as the recent...
Could we stay on with the subject that we're dealing with?
Yes, it is actually, because I believe the issue of Kurdistan is very integral for Iraq and its stability. Because there seems to be rising voices towards ceding from Iraq, and this would impact more the instability within the country. And I'm wondering, what if Dr. Allawi wins as Prime Minister, would he accept such a move towards independence from the Kurds?
No, the Kurds are not advocating disembark and dismantle the country. At least what they have been saying. I talk freely to both Masoud, who is a very close friend of mine, and to Jalal Talabani, the president of Iraq. They haven't said that we want to separate from Iraq. Maybe these are ambitions that they do harbor for the future, but for the current time, I cannot see, and we don't allow this. They have been saying that they are part of Iraq, they want their federation. We concurred with that, we acknowledge that. We did not acknowledge the size of the federation, nor the depth of what we mean by federation, but at least we acknowledge the principles of that the Kurds are people within Iraq who have special criteria, and this has been since 1970 by the Ba'ath Party announced the 1970 accord with the Kurds. As far as Turkey is concerned, I think this is frankly the weakness of the government of Iraq. It cannot deal, it cannot restrain the presence of PKK who have been violating.
And that is what you would do?
Of course, absolutely. I mean,
And how would you deal with Turkey?
Yeah, imagine Turkey has a lot of interest with Iraq, have a lot of economic ties with Iraq, and Turkey have been very helpful to Iraqis during Saddam's time, and even now they have been very helpful in trying to support Iraq. But of course, unfortunately, because of the weakness of the government, the PKK took advantage of the situation and started challenging and threatening the national security of Turkey, which is unacceptable. And it shouldn't be done from Iraqi territories, definitely.
We're going to move on to a question, please, from Vladimir Yankovic.
Yes, my question to Dr. Allawi is, if you took office one more time, you said that you were engaged in dialogue with the insurgents, but not with the terrorists who kill innocent men and women. How do you differentiate between insurgents and terrorists?
Insurgents are Iraqis who have been never involved in assassinations or mass killings of innocent civilian lives in Iraq. insurgency, part of it is legitimate, part of it are Iraqis who have been disenfranchised, who have been neglected, who have been oppressed, and who had no solution but to fight on. This includes a lot of the ex-army, which was dismantled. They were left without any pay, without any livelihood, without any work, and most of them are youth and youthful, and they went into trying to defend themselves, defend their families. And this is how we make the distinction usually based on these criteria. And that's why when I spoke to the insurgents in Fallujah, my demands were very clear, that either you surrender Zarqawi and Al-Qaeda to us, to the government, or we'll take them by force. So you have two choices, either you help us or we will go in by force. I remained engaged in dialogue with them in my house. I was Prime Minister then, for 2 months, and then they came and said, Wallahi, we can't.